All right, guys, we have an evening vlog about to happen right now. As you can see, the sun is setting. It's golden hour, baby. So today I wanted to talk real quickly about a concept that I was thinking about a lot today called mental capital. And essentially what mental capital is, just as you have financial capital that you're able to spend, and if you don't have enough of it, then you go into debt. And obviously debt is not good because you have to pay interest on that debt, and it's just a cycle that kind of puts you in a spiral, and you are at the will of the system at that point. Mental capital is very similar. So mental capital is you have a certain amount of mental capacity that you are able to give to any given task or day, and essentially you want to make your mental capital work for you, right? You want to do activities that might give you mental capital and put more capacity into your mental bank, more than you do activities that take away from your mental capital and take that mental capacity outside of your bank. So this concept has been very interesting for me, because I really wrote down all of the things that give me energy and that really benefit me from a mental capacity perspective. And a lot of those things are very low dopamine activities, right? Like reading a book, meditating, being in nature, right? Like this backyard is beautiful, and I just looking at the sunset just makes me feel good. It gives me mental cap, right? So whereas things that don't give me mental capacity are staring at screens too long, for example. So like I obviously love to trade. That's my main thing. But I also love to, listen to podcasts. And I noticed that if I listen to podcasts too much, or if I stare at a screen too much, it kind of messes with me. And it really makes me feel kind of low, because I think the natural tendency of social media and just screens in general, what they're portraying, is very much, it kind of hinders your subconscious mentality, because you're like comparing yourself with a lot of what's in these screens, right? Social media, YouTube, all this stuff is basically geared to sell to you, right? And in order to sell, you have to highlight and identify a problem. So a lot of that can kind of get very heavy. So I have just really been meditating and reflecting on the fact that I need to do the things that put mental capacity into my bank instead of taking them out, because I don't want to be in debt with my mental capital. I just end up not feeling good, and I end up not doing good things, and once again it becomes a very vicious cycle where you become a victim of the system, right? And the other thing that I forgot to mention is that nothing is free in this life. Absolutely not. Because no matter what you do, you're going to be paying in some way, right? You're either going to be paying that mental capital in your bank, or you're going to be paying financially, or you could be paying financially and emotionally, which when we talk about mental capital, a lot of that is emotions, right? Preserving your emotions for a better tomorrow, right? That's why a lot of people talk about instant gratification and delayed gratification. Typically, the thing that's going to give you delayed gratification is the thing that is going to put mental capital in your bank for a better tomorrow. When you think about instant gratification, you're talking about spending your mental capital right now and setting yourself up for essentially a not so good tomorrow, right? Think about eating that cookie right now. You have to work that off later. Or if you don't eat that cookie, guess what? Mental capital in your bank, because you will reap the rewards of a very beautiful physique or whatever you're chasing. So nothing is free in this life, and I think that's a very important concept to understand and internalize. Try to picture that, like picture you in the future thanking you right now, because you did the hard thing right now, and you pushed for that deferred gratification, and that person, you in the future, is going to be much better off because of that. So all that to say, and to wrap it up real quick, mental capital is crucial to preserve, because the better you feel about yourself, and this is different for everyone, right? I have a list of things that I personally need to do to put mental capacity and put that mental money into my bank, so that I could spend it on productive things for sure. But doing too much of anything is going to be eventually not very productive. It's going to get a little taxing. It's going to weigh you down, and you need to learn. I need to learn, and I'm saying I, that's what I'm saying. You need to learn how to step away and do the things that feed your mental bank. So with that, I bid thee adieu. I'm gonna go on a walk with my wife and just enjoy. And it looks like this dog is coming over here. Hey boy, where's you go, boy? One quick action actually that you could do is you could just take a journal or get on your laptop and write out things that you have noticed give you energy, and write out the things that you have noticed don't give you energy, or if you do it too much, takes your energy away. You want to really get clear on those things and then schedule those things in accordingly. If you like this kind of content, obviously very raw, very unfiltered, just speaking my mind, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.